So let's not waste time. Let's get that started. Meet Asha on the ship. Asha's below deck. She's down by that makeshift gym. Man, they had to take the shittiest gym equipment. And of course, we got a romancer because Asha.
Asha, I respect you too much to bullshit you.
You don't respect me.
No, that's true.
What do you want?
I'm looking for rough sex and Kinsey scares the shit out of me.
I stay on top and you don't get to talk.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. I like that line though. I want rough sex, but Kinsey scares the shit out of me. That's pretty good. Alright, so we got most of the
You
crew
have
back.
skills, there's no questioning that. But I'm curious if you can meet the standards of MI6. I'd like to watch you in action and see for myself.
MI6, huh? Alright, I'm game.
Alright, so she's gonna send us on a bunch of little bullshit missions. I think this might be this should be one of the last few of these two. But yeah, the Xbox One X, that looks interesting. The price, I could give or take on that one. I still think it's pricey.
Being a spy is a very physical job. Think you can handle a brief jog?
Yeah, little jogs, no problem. I'm curious to see exactly what this new console is going to allow us to really do. They were kind of vague on it. I mean, it's supposed to be 50% better than the PS4 Pro, but that isn't specific enough for me, and I'd like to know a little bit more why it's a better system. I mean, I'm a Microsoft fan first, anyways, but when it comes to the price point, I have to start asking questions. Like, what's the difference between this? I do know it's not really going to affect too much when it comes to if you have an Xbox One already. The difference more or less is if you have a 4K TV, this is just going to allow you to do things better viewing wise. Processing wise, I think it's also a little more powerful, but I think the difference might be negligible. For now, there's no real reason to switch over to the Xbox One X as of yet. It's too early. It's really too early. It's not coming out till November. Hopefully by then we'll have more information on it. The other thing that they announced was Minecraft. Oh, I like this announcement. Minecraft is going to be getting servers. They're finally going to put servers into Minecraft, which is something I've been wanting to see. I never thought I would see, really, because PC's had it since the beginning, but now it looks like console is finally going to get it. And I'm curious to see just how good this is going to come out, how well it's going to work out. Because the Xbox One version has been updating pretty good. They're also putting in a 4K texture pack. And I know she's going to talk in a second, so I don't want to miss the dialogue.
Some thin troops are patrolling in the area. Show me how you'd handle crowd control.
Okay. So, with that, we're also getting a brand new HD texture pack, which looks really cool. I've seen this texture pack before, and I've always wanted it because it looks really cool. Well, we're finally going to get it, and it looks even better than I thought it would be. Blast it, blast it. Okay, they're blinged up, so yeah, I should just...
Next time you should run.
Yeah, let's just... Oh, are these the homing ones? Did I actually upgrade all the way? I think I did. Okay, that's the end of that. Let's get moving on. I do like that HD texture pack. It's meant to be for the 4K. I do not know if the Xbox One's gonna get it or not. I really hope it is.
We're often called to defend others while they work. Think you can handle it?
So I'm really hoping that this is not just specific to the Xbox One X, because it really looks like a cool texture pack, and we're getting server support and all that stuff, and it's supposed to be cross-platform for the most part. Sony seems to not want to be on board with this one, so that's fine. If Sony wants to do what they want to do, that's fine. I'm not really gonna attack them on it. I think that the fight should be over though between the consoles and all that stuff. Sony should just get on board. I mean, they're gonna lose out with this kind of crap because Microsoft already owns Minecraft, lock, stock, and barrel. They really don't have to let them use the game, but they don't want to deprive the other players the chance to play the game. So they've been able to at least let other things. Plus, they're making good money. But I think when it comes to this cross-platform, I mean, it's going to cross with Nintendo. It's going to cross with PC. This is really a big update that they're going to be doing. They really want to push cross-platform with everybody. And I think it's better to be unified under, not a one banner, but a big enough banner that everybody can get
Shutting
behind.
down operations before they get out of hand is all in the day's work at MI6. Wipe out the hotspot I found.
So, Sony's old school when it comes to this. Nintendo used to be the same, but Nintendo's starting to turn around, except for when it comes to recording their game footage onto YouTube. They don't allow that, but Nintendo's gonna slowly come around to that too. I think Sony's just gotta let go of the reins and just agree to work with all the other developers, because I think if Sony keeps this up, they're gonna lose their player base. I mean, their exclusives are good. There's no doubt about their exclusives. But I think where they're gonna hit a problem is when those companies want to start working with other players and want to start working with like Microsoft, because Naughty Dog right now is exclusive to them, and Naughty Dog's one of their big money makers. Without Naughty Dog, they really wouldn't have as much business as they have today. But if Naughty Dog decides that they want to, after they make up enough money to be their own company, I mean, they're close enough to it, they could decide, hey, we want to make games that everybody can play. Well, then they're going to have an issue, because then they don't have that exclusivity anymore with Naughty Dog. And Microsoft and they're two very different when it comes to their video games and their storytelling. Microsoft has more nostalgia appeal, and their games are their exclusives are more indie in nature, and whatever they do get, there is a AAA exclusive. It's nothing to the caliber of what PlayStation 4 has, but I think they have the fun factor. As far as PlayStation is concerned, they have those close to film quality games. I mean, when I'm talking about Uncharted, The Last of Us, really Naughty Dog has seemed to have become the forefront of this very unique genre. Heavy Rain from the group that made the Indigo Prophecy, and they have some pretty good deals with Square Enix, and that's fine. I really don't want that to change too much. I mean, the only thing I want to change out of everything that Sony's gotten out of the deals in the past, I would like games like the Kingdom Hearts series to become cross-platform, because I really want to replay Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 without having to resort back to either the old PS2 that I have, or having to buy a PS3 with the HD collection. I mean, it would just be nice if I could go to one place to play those games and all my other favorites, because there's not enough exclusive games out there right now to warrant me buying a PS3 or buying a PS4. I mean, it's between those and the Uncharted's. I do want to play the Uncharted's because I've seen the gameplay and the game absolutely looks fantastic, but I just do not want to put up the cash to do it. Shit. Come on, break this thing.
That could have gone worse.
Boom. I think that's the last of the hotspots. Yeah, that's the end of Asha's. Oh, 5 out of 6, so there's still like one left.
See me when you're ready for a real challenge.
So, and then Nintendo is crossing over. Nintendo has to though. I mean, Nintendo's not exactly the underdog when it comes to everything, but it's not a giant. It's not as big of a giant as it used to be. Don't get me wrong. They have Zelda, which blew up. That's good for them. That's a pretty cool game from the looks of it. And I wouldn't mind playing that too.
Okay, round 1 complete. But can you handle these next ones?
Throw me whatever you got.
Hit them so hard they melt with the energy sword. Equip it at the gateway weapon. I'm gonna hit the gun shop. I think I'm gonna change my wardrobe up just a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what the future holds. I think Microsoft is really trying to bridge that gap, and that's good because we need that gap. We need that gap patched between the consoles and the PC. I mean, PC's gonna stay PC no matter what. But consoles have to evolve or die. Alright, I'm gonna change my outfit. Go to suits. Ugh. Wait, no, that's the one I wanted to show him. Wardrobe. Yeah, I'm gonna lose those sunglasses. They just don't. Wait, you know, I like the morph. I'm gonna keep those. There we go. And I'm going to the gun shop, so it doesn't matter. But the consoles are starting to fizzle out, really, because of the exclusivity deals going on. So, and not just the exclusivities, but PC is just slowly becoming the master race. So they need something to give them an edge. Speaking of edge, energy sword. Let's customize it. We got the cool blade, we got the hot blade. And then we got the braver sword, which is the buster sword. There we go. The sword has no upgrades because it's the most OP freaking thing. Look at that. There we go. Joker Cloud Strife. Now let's just hit somebody with this thing. Okay, why didn't he die?
Next time you should run.
Yeah, see? Hit them, they go down. They ain't getting up. As for Sony, Sony's got that Detroit game that they mentioned, where you get to play as these androids. It looks like something like Heavy Rain. It looks pretty cool, actually. Kill and Let Die.
Another virus injection point. How many waves of enemies can you clear, huh?
Yeah, Kill and Let Die. That's clearly a reference to Live and Let Die, the first Roger Moore Bond film, which sadly the man passed away just a couple weeks ago. Real sad, you know. I really enjoyed his movies. I enjoyed his work. He did some pretty interesting stuff. Mostly I've seen the Bonds. That's mostly all I'm really familiar with him. But anytime people think of Bond, it's either Sean Connery, Roger Moore, or Pierce Brosnan. But when I think of Bond, I think of Sean Connery, then Roger Moore, because I saw Roger Moore's work. He was like one of the first ones I saw. I think it was Moonraker, I think. Very, very absurd film, but funny, cool film. Great visual effects for the time, great story. But it's really sad to hear his passing. Ah, I should have reloaded the damn thing.
Got that sorted now.
Jesus, this thing has a kick. And to a point, the more films have sort of spawned something else entirely, because if it wasn't for the campiness that the Roger Moore film had, we kind of wouldn't have Kingsman. Kingsman is kind of from the Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton wacky gadget age, when there was a gadget for every little thing that you needed in the film. If you needed a car to turn into a frickin' boat, odds are Roger Moore did it first. The Spy Who Loved Me, great film. But yeah, that's what that's a reference to, is Live and Let Die, the first movie he did. Live and Let Die is okay. It's not my favorite out of the bunch, and it's not even close to the trilogy really. Because there's kind of a trilogy of 3 films that are connected. Well, actually, it's more like 2. It's not really 3. 4 of them for sure are all connected, because Live and Let Die was 1 disrupt system.
It's not often spies are called upon to level areas, but it's something you must be prepared and able to do.
What is this? This is probably a TK. I thought I did all these.
This is working out well. Look better than I thought.
So yeah, so with Agents of Mayhem, going back to Agents of Mayhem for a bit, coming out, I'm curious to see if they're gonna reference Saints Row. Agents of Mayhem is quite possibly the retcon that they mentioned in Get Out of Hell, and they kind of show it in Get Out of Hell, because there's a character in Agents of Mayhem that is a direct reference to the retcon. I will be doing Get Out of Hell immediately after this, because it's a short little DLC and I can do it in like a day. Because the video itself would probably be only like 4 hours long, but it would at least cover the Get Out of Hell, because you could speed run through that fairly easily. But Agents of Mayhem is meant to be kind of like Saints, Gangsters in Space. Like, it's in the Saints Row universe, but it's not. It's more like a comic book or a cartoon or a movie, and it's to the flavor of G.I. Joe. This is what the Saints Row universe's version of G.I. Joe would be. And the recent trailer that I got to see, they revealed that Johnny Gat is in it. He's unfortunately I'm sure it's time, GameStop exclusive to unlock him. I really do hope it's time, because there's no way in hell I'm going to pre-order this thing at GameStop. There we go, gold.